When should physicians start thinking about negotiations? Is it right out of med school? Or it sounds like to me from what you're sharing that potentially it's something ongoing that you're going to want to revisit, especially if you want to get paid more along the way.
Yeah, your instinct is right, Catherine. So I would say first and foremost, depending on, neurosurgeons have 7-year residency, family medicine, I think is 3 to 4. And so typically in your year before you finish residency, you should be really heavy into the job search, right? Getting some offers, talking to experts, figuring out, what your number is. And then once you get your first job, that contract should be 2 to 3 years. So I just talked to a doctor today who had a first contract of 6 years. That's a really long time. And the reason I say that is similar. I told you I was going to use sports, but in sports, there's this idea of outplaying your contract, where your contract, and Scottie Pippen is a really good example of this, where he signed a 7-year deal with the Bulls. And by year 2, he was the second best player in the league. So, but he was being paid as the 200th best player in the league. And so by year 2, he was outplaying his contract, meaning he was playing far better than how he was being compensated. And the same idea applies to doctors. So when you come into residency as an intern, you become really proficient through your time. And as you become an attending physician, you also become really proficient. And what you don't want is to become more proficient than what you're being paid for. So a 2 to 3 year contract is that sweet spot for new docs, first-time attendings, to say, hey, at 3 years, let's take another look at my contract. Maybe nothing changes, but in the event that the market's changed, my skills are more valuable, my volume has jumped, we want to be able to address the compensation when those things have changed. And so to answer your question succinctly, first and foremost, when you're a year and a half out from finishing residency or fellowship, and then any time throughout your career, if you need to do a review every 2 years to make sure that you're getting paid what the market says you should.